What's happening, Steeler Nation, man? I got another full gameplay for you guys, and to be honest with you, man, I just didn't have time to cut this one up. I got so much going on right now, and I'll tell you about it soon. But anyway, man, some of you guys enjoyed the full-fledged video, so I figured what better time than to do it than now, right before the Monday night game. So let's see if the Pittsburgh Steelers' effort against the Colts tonight will match the same effort that they have here in the virtual world. But outside of that, man, hey, for you guys who watch the normal post-game show, I probably won't get to that tonight because I got a lot of stuff going on, so I probably will just combine that with tomorrow's Terrible Towel Tuesday. All right, so more than likely I will not do a post-game show tonight, but Terrible Towel Tuesday is where I will reflect on tonight's game, with it being Monday night, and you know, I have to commute tomorrow morning, so there you have it. But outside of that, man, I hope you guys enjoy this game. I hope you guys enjoy tonight's game, and we shall talk about the results on tomorrow. All right, that's all I got. And of course, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Turn on your notifications. I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Peace.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series, and at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little... And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
To try again after the sack, Ryan. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on the opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First down, and they go back to Harris. To about the 26 here. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Completes it to Watt. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
Now, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 82 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Ryan now to throw on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down, now they lose it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. The Steelers at 4-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
From the 44, Pickett. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. This first catch, and it's a pretty good one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Here's Pickett. Open man here, Sims complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Out to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have moved out in front. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Still 2nd down.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor dancing away at the 35. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Ryan to throw. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Hey, you can do it both ways. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Again, Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep is Steven Sims. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Blankenship's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Moss will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
It's caught at the 1. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 2nd and 9. Pickett sets up play action. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On the give, this is Harris. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
11 yards there, just like last play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run again with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Pickett. Touchdown! George Pickens from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On second down, here's a run with Moss.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Ryan. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. From the 30 on second down, Ryan. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. On second down, it's Taylor, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he... Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play, that they didn't go for it there, but sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And Sim says, let's bring it out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter, when you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, it's Warren, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 78 yards on the ground for him so far. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett rolling to his right. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run the counter. Warren. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down now, it's Warren. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 goes in a new set of downs. From the gun, here's Pickett. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove. hoping to bring his arms down.
Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 12, 2:09 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, pass complete to Alec Cox. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That's going to be caught by Alec Cox. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they had to take one final shot at the...
And I agree with that totally.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They run with Harris. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts coming out now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
One last shot for Ryan. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.